Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. I decided to do this offline because there was a comment that came in. Very important comment. The comment is from a person named Secret Fox 1322. Love the name, by the way. Reminds me of Clever Fox, my planners. Secret Fox says something that's very important. On my video, why preppers are giving up the fight, keep on prepping peeps. Well, let me tell you. They make a good point, okay? They're giving up the fight because they weren't real preppers. Well, as I explained in my videos, I have done everything I can to show you what I've been doing behind the scenes. Besides working at spreadsheets, I'm literally watching a few movies, making phone calls, and getting prepping things in order. They also said they were weekend warrior posers. Prepping isn't about how many items you have. That's true, but also you got to understand that without 64 gallons or 64 ounces of water minimum to 128 ounces a gallon, the thing is I've made some very good arguments and points, and this Secret Fox has too. But the point is, it is about prepping. It doesn't matter how much prepping items you have. That's true. Problem is, if, like I said in my podcast, EMP wipes out, the country would be literally not just crippled. It could be a death spiral for several weeks to months until they get everything put back together. So that's where you come in with your skill sets to help where you can. How many items you have? Well, it also depends on how much food you're prepping away, too. Like I said, I've been researching a lot of stuff. For me, of course, it would be researching and getting things together and information for you guys. And me, of course, it's not about how many scanners you have or how many TVs you have or what you own as a prepper. Some things isn't about how much you own. Some things is about the skill sets you have. Me, of course, I have a leadership quality about me, so I'm trying to get you all prepped because we don't know what's going to happen in the world, right? I'll finish their comment in a second. The point is they make some good points. I'll give them the arguments. That's where I'm giving them that. But my point being is the main items you need in a prepping situation besides discipline. Remember what I said. One of my books once said, to survive any situation, first you must develop the skills needed to survive. Once you have the skill and knowledge, then you can cap it off with your kit. And once you know how to use your kit, you can survive most anything. That was based off of a guy who wrote an excerpt from the but not limited to, the Special Air Service in Britain. Yeah. Has anyone ever seen that SOS Rogue Warriors? Oh man, that TV show was awesome. It's on MGM Plus, by the way. Love it. It is a discipline and mindset. Well, think of it this way. I've said it many times over. You have to have the mindset to prep. And you have to have the discipline to prep. Why do you think I'm up 20 hours a day? I'm making sure, and sleeping days. It's because I don't think a nuclear attack would happen at daytime. And if it did, Chloe would let me know. But my point is, think about what's going on in the world. Think about it this way. We got Russia wagging the nuclear card. You got China trying to quell situations. We don't know what China's up to. And yet, I'm telling you guys, keep on prepping because it is the best thing to do. Look what Higgins said today on the phone to me. He said, it's better to prep to have, that's his discipline, than not to need it and not have it. Think of it. That's the thing. You have to have the mindset. These people have the mindset, don't have the mindset to prep. They think the government can just, they could basically sit there and be like, oh, well, we didn't prep, sir, because you're the army. We know there's a bill and you can go raid that person over there that's got 500,000 cases of food and you can give it to all of us. For example, you see, they just think that Uncle Sam will just go over and raid your loot because, it's, what they do. But the thing is the mindset isn't there. A lot of people think that if they own a gun, they can just go kill someone who's a prepper that might be unarmed. Think about it. I've talked about this in my own prepping channel. I've seen a lot of preppers give up. Give up. You know, you got one guy's got, what, almost 1 million subscribers or something. He's talking about nuclear war every day. Hasn't happened yet, but keep on prepping, people. That's what my channel's for. The other ones, they gave up when the red wave didn't materialize. And then they gave up more when they decided, oh, well, now we're going to all die because the Ukrainians are getting weapons from us, and why are we giving them weapons? Well, a lot of people want to know why. But, you know, my mindset is I'm not going to just give up prepping because there's people out there like my roommate. She won't prep. She thinks, oh, nothing's going to happen. Remember what I said the other day? I'd open the door if there's radiation. Yeah, I'm not going to give my preps to someone who won't prep themselves. Now, there's people out there that can't afford to prep, but it's not my problem. I've told them how to prep, but they always put their priorities first. I know people that put other items into other stuff over, but not limited to other issues, you know. So, apparently someone on Rumble finally posted something on a comment to me. Listen to this. It says, someone posted, God bless you, America. Stay safe and stay well. Thank you. Thank you so much. We are now starting to experience some shortages as well. Love from you, Aussies. Well, thank you so much, because love for me too, because Melbourne and Footscray was my home for 5 years. So, tells you right there, I got a thing for Aussies. Stay safe, Aussies, because frankly, it's not going to get any better. They're now experiencing food shortages, you see? And this is why I am making this video for you all. Now, the last part of Secret Fox says it is discipline and mindset. Yeah, I already said this. You got to have the mindset to survive. Most people that I've talked to, they don't want to even get through the after effect of a post-apocalyptic nuclear war because they're afraid that they'll die of the winds or they won't have enough food. I mean, think about it. I already talked about the EMP thing. I don't need to go into details again, but even your pet food won't be manufactured. The EMP fries out your pet foods. So you need to prep accordingly. 90% of YouTube preppers are not preppers at all. They're hoarders and not living in reality. Well, there you go, people. I've been basically working around the clock with the radio forums, the testing things to test what me and Higgins planning to do. I mean, I've been literally doing everything I can to maintain some type of prepping sense for you all. That's all I'm doing. And yet, some of you peeps out there literally are, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. I don't not know what to tell you, you know. Let's see, is that episode 20? Let me see, new episode. I'm checking the timestamp. So, okay, yeah. So there we go. So, anyways, I just finished up. So I hope you guys understand the short video that they're completely right. What is a prepper? Prepper is someone who's devoted to prepping. You can see from my own video today about prepping books, water, food, things that I've been doing. Every day, spreadsheets for prepping. I mean, literally, I've said it 1, I've said it 2, I probably said it a dozen plus times. It exhausts me, but I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up the fight. If anyone's a prepper and a soldier, it's me. I'm basically trying to get you all to prep. And the ones that don't want to prep, they're either giving it to God, which means they want to hope like hell to get annihilated, or they want to die of radiation poisoning, or they just want to beat down someone's door and tell them to give them their food because, well, they know preppers. But thing is, a prepper that preps and talks about prepping and tries to guide someone to prepping to someone who doesn't want to prep, who wants to believe in God or wants to die because they don't want to live in a post-apocalyptic world. Think about it. And then you got the lazy who wants you to literally give them, the government to take your preps and give it to them like a communist or socialist thing. That's not discipline. That's laziness. Think about it. There's people out there in the world that are true preppers. They focus on prepping. I've been skipping my video game time to get this news out for you. I rented a movie last night. I watched Glory last night. Chloe says, "Oh, I want to watch Glory tonight." Okay. But Chloe's got chores to do. But I got to get off so she can get her chores done. We also have to do dinner. And I keep telling you to prep in case of other issues. Prepping is not just about prepping and buying supplies. It's also prepping and planning carefully. The mindset. Planning carefully. That means waking up and checking your weather, for example, and saying, "Oh, it's going to snow for a week. Do I have enough supplies?" I mean, look what I did. Earlier, I wrote a list down. The only thing Chloe forgot was coffee, but we got enough coffee till tomorrow. Just depends how much snow stays and how cold it gets. Otherwise, the coffee will be, quote, unquote, fine. You see, a prepper's life is not just about how much stuff you have. It's about other things. A prepper's life is also about thinking about things that you don't want to think about. You sit there and say, "Oh, well, I don't understand." Let me put it to you this way. A prepper's life is like me and Higgins sitting on the phone. An old codger, love Higgins by the way, and an old biddy, and talking and joking about things, but he does have a serious side. He's like, "Well, what about this? What about that?" That's where I implemented in the video because he recommended it. But thing is we have to have the discipline. There's a lot of people out there, right, that heard me time and time again talking about prepping. Prep because of natural disasters. Prep for the inevitable if nuclear war ever happens. Prep for a banking collapse, possibly. And the mindset to prep for higher pricing. Think about it. Mama Pee-wee emailed me saying, look what's happening. We're paying higher prices. We are. There's companies out there like Temu. There's company of other places getting deals. But you got to ask yourself, are you truly prepping? No. A lot of these people go and they listen to someone talk politics. "Oh, well, it's going to be nuclear war soon." But is he giving you any answers to the after effects? Or, "Oh, yeah, I just got to stay in a hole somewhere for 30 days? Is he talking about the EMP theory? Is he talking about the nuclear winter theory, possibly? Is he talking about the sewage system backing up, no power? I mean, "Oh, yeah, I got this generator. This is a solar generator. Will work nicely." And then $4,000 solar generator. I'm doing a joke here. It's not working. Why isn't it working? I'm so far away from civilization. Why isn't it working? Think about it, people. I love all of you. But you got to remember what I just said about prepping. Prepping is a discipline. But there's people out there, as others say, that isn't prepping. They just think Uncle Sam's going to bail them out. Point is, they won't. They'll be all in their bunkers eating caviar in a can and prime rib and whatever else they have stored away and everything else, while everyone else is suffering. Think about it. Higgins and I brought up some very good points. So did that person there. What's a true prepper? A prepper is a person that disciplines themselves. Some days I get tired of this, but you know what? I still freaking fight it. Tooth and nail. Why? Because I know it's what you need. I'm the one that's telling you, if in a prepping situation, get a meal planner. Plan your meals out carefully. Ration your food. Most of them, they don't think about that. Most of them don't even think about it. Most of them think a blue wave's going to save them, or a red wave, where it'll go back to normal. What is normal anymore? The absence of normalcy is the absence of normalcy. Think about it. Cold War? Possibly. New Cold War 2? Possibly. Or something major's coming. But if you guys aren't prepping, I don't want to say I'm sorry to you when you didn't listen. the discipline is. I've been manning the computers for news, for anything from what Russia and China is going to do to possibly middle of the night a ballistic missile attack just in case, even though it wouldn't do us any good, even if it's on way, and I did a YouTube video about it. My point is, the American people need to realize that it's going to get worse. There's a lot of people that don't want to prep for discipline. They think a few days of food's all they need. Some people don't even think of location where they're at, whether it be a concrete jungle they live in or a concrete city or how to prepare or how to stay safe. They don't. All they think about is what they think of. The discipline is pretty poor. It's time for you guys to prep because there's no way to tell what's going on. Me, I buy my food, I buy my water, I buy my meats. Some of these things are luxury items. It's on the preppers list. Scanners, luxury item. But if you can have one, make sure it works. Can opener, must. Unless you get the pull tab cans, But you get the idea, right? Point being, is not a lot of people are preppers. They talk about prepping. But me, I'm always thinking of prepping. I'm always watching Civil War movies, World War I and II movies, and working out prepping theories, prepping ways of making it better for you all. That's what I'm doing right now. Why? I'll tell you the truth. Keep my mind busy. Because if you focus on keeping your mind busy, you won't focus about worrying about what will happen. But then you come up with some great ideas with Higgins, like how to prep. What happens if your toilet system's backing up because of no power, or your garbage is backing up because you got a rat and mice problem or rodent problem? Those are things that should be addressed, but most of you people don't even think about it. Most of you people think that Uncle Sam and Putin are just rattling their sabers. I don't know what to make of it. And all I want to do is prep on and prep on and prep on. It's like I said the other day, you guys are going to laugh at me. I actually posted a comment on Instagram about telling people to leave me alone. I just want to prep. Yeah, so because it's almost dinner time, or almost dinner time, I got to get going. So, you know how that is. I think I will maintain something you might hear from me in 5 or 6 hours, depending on, if not limited to, what's going on in the future. So, with that said, thanks for watching, everyone. And please, need to check on that too tonight. Is there a phone number I can call? Yeah, I just love how they give you this stack of numbers. Oh, okay. Okay, so phone number page 2. Alright, cool. So with that said, everyone, keep on prepping if you are going to prep. Otherwise, it's all up in your hands. Thanks for watching. And just remember, what are you prepping for? Are you a prepper? Are you a hardcore prepper? Or are you a couch prepper or a armchair prepper? Think about it. What are you? Are you truly a prepper? That'll be the topic tonight. But think about it. I'm not giving up on myself for prepping. And Higgins won't, nor Fanny, nor a Pee-wee. There's other people that could. So be it. It's not my problem. My problem is to tell you all the news and to get you prepped and ready to roll, just in case something does happen. And before you go, my topic might be, why are you prepping? Prepping is to be prepared just in case, so you have stuff. To not be prepared and have nothing. Thanks, everyone. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback and suggestions. Hit the like, subscribe button. So some fun for your family. including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, the thumbs up button, the subscribe button. Just keep the comments nice is all I ask. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you in everything you do.